You didn't ask, but today we're going to be reviewing Fantastic Four First Steps. We're going to start out with the spoiler free, then we're going to get into all the glorious spoilers, the galactic spoilers. I'm Tyler.
I'm Amos.
I'm Jory.
All right, let's get into it. But first, San Diego Comic-Con is going on right now, and they're showing some exclusive stuff at San Diego Comic-Con. And one thing they showed was an extended end credit scene to Predator Killer of Killers. When it zooms in on Naru from Prey, it continues and it pans over and it shows Danny Glover from Predator 2, and it pans over more and it shows Arnold Schwarzenegger. What do you guys think about that? What do you?
Okay, so they're tying it all together.
Yeah,
they're finally creating the universe,
Yep.
the cinematic Predator universe.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna have to watch that whole clip. I don't know where I can find
Yeah,
it.
it's online. It's like it hasn't been officially released, but people are like recording it, with their phones. So, but yeah, I thought that's pretty interesting that they decided to do that. And also, as like people were saying, it's like a DLC for a movie. But I don't know how I feel about it. It's interesting, but yeah, I don't know.
You're not excited for them to bring back all the old people?
No, I am excited, but I guess it's like an interesting lore piece that every hero that we've seen beating a Predator is taken from this claim. Because like in the ending of Predator 2, Danny Glover's character is handed the flintlock pistol as like a prize for beating the Predator. So then another clan of Predators just swoops down like a day later or something and just captures him. Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. But regardless, it's kind of hype.
Oh, I think it would be cool to see them animated.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be cool. But
yeah, I think it should be interesting seeing them animated. I agree.
Will
if they actually make a movie, who knows?
Yeah.
Will it also have relevance to Badlands?
I think so. Yeah, that's all in the same universe. I don't know if it'll directly connect to Killer of Killers, but it seems like that's going to be like they're all connected. It's all by Dan Trachtenberg.
Okay.
Prey, Killer of Killers, and
all his.
Yeah, it's all his. And oh, dude, Killer of Killers! What a movie! What a movie! What a movie!
That was a good one.
Yeah. So that was pretty interesting. I'm excited to see what else we get from San Diego Comic-Con because there could be some cool reveals there. So, yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else.
Yeah, Jory, you got anything major?
Nothing major, I wouldn't say.
Okay. Well, if you got something, bring it up now, bitch.
I know. Wow. Well, I know. I mentioned this last time on our Eddington podcast, the Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, yeah.
Or from the creator of Breaking Bad, Vince Gilligan, making a new series, and they released a teaser trailer for that show.
Yeah.
So that was cool. It was just some licking donuts.
Yep, I saw the licking donuts.
Is that independent from Breaking Bad? Is it like a new series, or is it the same?
The sci-fi series.
Okay.
Which is interesting. I think he said it was like soft sci-fi, where it's like it's a sci-fi world, I think, or something, but the actual story isn't really heavy sci-fi. It's just like a drama, just like Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul.
Soft sci-fi as opposed to rock hard sci-fi.
Yeah.
I can roll with that.
You like rock hard sci-fi?
I prefer rock hard sci-fi.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like it nice and firm.
Anyway.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that'll be exciting. I think they said it's going to release in November or like.
Ooh,
that's pretty soon.
So, but I guess speaking of November, did you guys see the trailer for Avatar: Fire and Ash? It came out.
I just saw that before I saw Fantastic Four.
Yep. So it's only being shown right now in front of Fantastic Four in theaters.
Totally took my surprise.
Did you like it? What are you thinking of it?
I'm hyped.
Yeah.
I thought it looked really cool. I'm very excited about it. A lot of people had a lot to say about the second movie. I think they're gonna come in at kind of a similar angle, but like I think they're reworking how they're doing like the villains that they introduced. They look so good. I'm really excited.
It does look pretty hype.
It looks like they're doing like it looks like the humans and the aliens are kind of forming alliances.
Yeah.
There's like factions of like these aliens and then there's these aliens.
Yeah,
and it seems like there's like different like
Like from what I gathered is because of the ending of the second Avatar, the general becomes a Navi, and so my guess is now he's with the Navi, creating his own group of Navi that he's leading against our Navi.
yeah.
That's what I gathered. It looked really cool. It looked like a true blockbuster where
It
you're
looked
just like
so
watching it, and you're like, this is stunning.
And then,
It
of
might
course, the beautifully designed like planet. And all
Oh
the
my
cool
God,
animals.
yeah.
There's gonna be some new crazy floating flying.
Oh yeah, I know. Literally the first shot with a flying creature. I was like, they always just find weird ways of making the most insane animals.
Insane. I think there's like a whale that's like comes out of the water and then flies immediately.
Yeah,
What the
yeah,
hell are we talking about?
yeah.
Insanity.
No, that did look sick. Will the plot be good? I don't know. We'll find. Yeah, we don't know, but it'll be fun. It'll definitely be a fun one, regardless.
I think it'll be good.
Yeah,
I mean, the first one obviously incredible. Second one was still really good.
yeah. I like.
Third one, it's gonna be good. Like, come on.
Yeah. You see it, Joy?
I did see the trailer, but full disclosure, I've
He's
never
never
seen any of these movies. I've never seen Avatar, so
I can't.
I missed the hype train back in what 09, 2009.
Something.
When-
You had like
And I
almost
was like,
10 years
well,
to watch it.
I don't.
Leave.
It's like
How did he not go to see that? I remember waiting in line for 2.5 hours to see this movie in the theaters. That's how hyped that shit was. That doesn't happen anymore.
yeah. Well, I don't know.
Jory doesn't watch
I
good
think
movies.
You're right.
as
Yeah,
time
yeah,
passed, and the whole like, because I think when it was released, it was billed as like, oh, it's revolutionary CGI and like we've never seen anything like this, and then now it's 2025, and I just like don't think it holds the same weight as it did when I was 10 years old. So
Well,
it's
of
like,
course it does because it's not brand new anymore. It's not.
yeah.
You're just a certified
It's not
hater.
brand new.
That's what it is.
But you missed out.
Yeah.
You missed on the hype train.
yeah.
I don't think I'm a hater, but I just never got around to it.
Remember back
I could
remember back in high school when we were all hanging out one night and Jory kept saying, put this movie on, put this movie on, put this movie on. And then we put it on and it was the worst movie known to mankind.
Wait,
So,
what movie was that?
I don't even know. Some desert one with the guy from
Oh, Fear and Loathing. Fear and
Fear
Loathing
and
in Las
Loathing.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Great movie. There's somebody out there that appreciates that movie. So
Yeah.
we're going to get some followers because of that.
Yeah, okay.
We might lose followers.
Yeah, we might lose. Yeah, we might lose more than we gain.
Oh no.
But speaking of gained, Galactic. Not a good
That was a horrible transition.
No,
Let's
you
talk.
gotta think something better than that.
So Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Let's talk spoiler free. Fantastic Four First Steps. What did you guys think of the movie?
Off the bat, I give my rating. I give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I think they could have done more.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
as a standalone Fantastic Four movie, I think it held its own compared
Yeah.
to its predecessors.
Yeah. Hey, don't be shitting on those predecessors.
I'm not shitting on the predecessors.
Nah, was he shitting on the predecessors? He
I'm
was shitting.
comparing this one
Maybe a little bit.
to
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
I'm about to
Yeah, no, you can't be shitting.
I'm about
on,
to-
I'm literally not trying to shit on it.
You
You guys
should,
are
though.
you guys are gaslighting me.
you
right
can't
now.
be shitting on it.
Oh my god, no! Because you're saying that because
Well, no, you can
What I had to say
shit
about
on the
the
Michael B. Jordan one. You can shit.
Michael B.
Oh,
Jordan.
that one I
Yeah,
didn't
that
even
one.
see. That one I didn't even
terrible.
see.
That was.
I was
Oh, okay.
That's called fan force stick joy. That's not called.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Didn't he even call it Fantastic Four. That's how.
Oh no, it was called
Shit, it
Fantastic
was.
Four, but the logo had the four as like the A, so people thought like made a joke because it was so bad. It was like fan four stick.
Oh, you immediately know that shit was gonna be.
Yeah,
trash
that's
then.
yeah.
But yeah, I gave Fantastic Four First Steps 7 out of 10.
Mhm. Not perfect.
Not perfect, but still very well done.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'd say Fantastic Four First Steps is fantastic. But here's the thing. I think it had a fire plot, but I couldn't see past the issues.
Were you trying to do a thing? Were you
yeah,
trying to do a thing there?
rate-
Yeah, it was really bad.
rate that sentence out of 10.
I was like, is he trying
Rate
to
my
make an
sentence out of 10.
invisible woman type thing?
Boo.
That sentence was a 2 out of 10.
Guy's a hater.
Boo.
Yeah. So it realistically,
Tomato.
I actually shut the
Tomato.
fuck up.
Tomato.
What the
tomato?
fuck? What did
Tomato.
He that? Oh
I'm
my
throwing tomatoes at you. That was
Bro, you're
terrible.
just,
Oh my
you
God.
just tossed them up.
Yeah, they're gonna come back on you. But yeah, Fantastic Four, I actually thoroughly enjoyed. I really liked it. I don't think it lived up to the hype of what it could have been or should have been, but I don't think it's bad by any means. It definitely has faults, mostly in the second half of the movie, I think is when a lot of the faults come in a lot more. But I really enjoyed it, and it was really cool seeing this version that really stands apart from the rest of the MCU. I think right now I'll give it like an 8 out of 10, I think.
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards you, Tyler. I thought this was really good. I think probably like a 7.8 out of 10 or so.
This guy's always
Yeah, you know, I had to
This
get
guy can never
decimals in
commit
there.
to hold the whole
No.
numbers.
I can never do it. Well, because there's a difference between a 7 and an 8, as you
Exactly.
guys just, and I have to.
So
Exactly.
choose-
So
so
you gotta
choose-
choose
yeah.
one or the other.
So you gotta
I
get
don't
You
have.
can't just.
I could.
You can't
I
just
could
be
in
a.
between.
yeah.
You can't just be a.
I might
this
like
has
it
the 7 and
slightly
8.
less than Tyler, but I obviously like it more than you. You know what I mean? So it's like I gotta
Alright.
I gotta pinpoint myself on the scale. But no, seriously, like I love the whole theme of like sacrifice in this movie. I
Yeah.
think that was like a huge part of it. And I really enjoyed like the family aspect of the last two Marvel movies, this one and Thunderbolts. Like,
Thunderbolts, yeah. They really hit
needing
home
to,
with
like,
that.
yeah, like
Yeah, I
needing
like
to,
the
come together.
humanization of it. Like these are just like, oh, they're just a family of people.
Exactly.
Although they have this huge responsibility, like
Yeah.
they're just a loving family.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, I agree. We'll get into more into when we get into spoilers, but I really do think that this movie really like hit home on their family. Like it legitimately felt like they were a family, and it made everything more enjoyable. Even the bad parts were more enjoyable because the chemistry of the four were just off the charts.
Mhm.
5 if you're including Herbie.
Mm.
6 if you include Franklin.
Yeah.
And I don't really read comic books. So like I know there's like obviously always every time a superhero movie is released, it's like, oh, is it true to the comics? And but I felt like all the portrayals of the characters were pretty good. Like I really
Yeah.
enjoyed Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. I don't remember everybody's actor's name, but basically I thought all of them did a really good job
Right.
portraying each character.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I think casting wise across the board, even past the actual 4, everyone was spectacular. Ralph Ralph Iines or something like that. Ralph Iines, the
Galactus.
voice of Galactus, dude.
Mhm.
Oh, his voice. You definitely have heard his voice. You know him. He's got the super deep voice. It's insane, and I think
Bro,
that's the perfect for Galactus.
For a split second, when we saw Galactus, you know the guy, the main character in Better Call Saul?
Better Call Saul.
Better
Jimmy?
Call Saul, yeah, the main guy.
Yeah.
I thought that was him.
You thought Bob
They
Odenkirk
had the
was
same
What?
face. I was like, yo, is that
Yeah.
Saul?
Is that Saul Goodman?
That's all. It's all good, man.
Saul.
That's funny.
Saul Goodman's
That's
Galactus.
that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. But yeah,
just
I think
looked this- Oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, yeah, I think everyone did really good.
I
Across
didn't
the board.
realize that Ralph Innocent.
Innes, yeah.
He also, if you saw the movie The Green Knight,
Yep.
he was the Green Knight.
Yeah, and he's also in The Witch, I think. He's the father in The Witch.
I never saw that movie. Sorry.
Jesus.
The Witch, is that the horror movie?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean his voice is just insane. Such gravitas from his voice. Is that the right word? Gravitas?
You could use it somewhere. I don't
Yeah.
know if you used it right.
Um,
That's a word somewhere.
But yeah, no, I thought it was really good, and I also really like the fact that this is a very standalone film. Obviously, this is in the trailers and everything, so it's not a spoiler. But this takes place in a different universe apart from the MCU, on Earth 616, I think is the one that we normally follow, and this is like a different one. And so I think that was really interesting because like anyone can go and see this movie, and you don't have to watch 10 different shows and 30 different movies to be caught up to who these characters are.
They've always been like that with Fantastic
Yeah.
Four too, with the previous movies.
Yeah.
Because even then they were genuinely canonically not related to
Exactly.
the MCU. But it was still like Marvel, but it was still its own universe. I think that's mainly because like the Fantastic Four that's the A team.
Yeah.
As opposed to the Avengers, which is the other A team, pretty much.
Yeah, it's hard to balance both
Yeah.
of them, which is going to be interesting. I guess we'll get into spoilers. I don't want to talk too much about that, but Jory, you got anything else to say, or you guys got anything to say spoiler free?
It's clobbering time.
It's clobbering
It's
time.
clobbering time.
All right, let's hop spoilers. Let's talk spoilers. Galactus. What did you guys think of Galactus? Oh, Galactus was sick.
I thought. Let me get this straight. Did he have a ship in the comics?
Yes. The way in the comics that he goes around is he's in a gigantic ship. They say he's the devourer worlds. He's not actually eating worlds. Like he's not like grabbing them and biting into them.
No.
There's art that displays that, but that's usually more of a metaphor for what he's
See,
doing.
that's what I see. I see him as big as the planets that he.
Yeah, no, that's more like no.
eats them.
That's more of like the metaphor way of showing that he's devouring worlds, but the more generic way of showing Galactus is he has a gigantic ship that will like usually dive into the planet, I believe, and then like basically consume the life force and the planet itself into the ship, which will then feed him. And it's not really like he's eating like, oh, I'm hungry. It's also like he needs like the cosmic energy, like the life force of these planets to like satiate his hunger.
Okay. All right.
And that's why he wanted Franklin so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, which we'll talk about Franklin, but I don't know how comic heavy you guys are.
Okay, that changes my perception of Galactus for the movie because the whole time I was expecting him to be like this giant, just like he floats to the planet and then
Just eats it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
They
to
wouldn't
see
have
that
stood
he
a
was
chance.
it's to see that he was like that's genuinely who he is
Yeah.
from like the comics.
Because like the other Fantastic Four Rise of Silver Surfer showed him as a gigantic planet that was literally
Yeah, they showed him
Yeah, that's
something
not
entirely
like
different.
actually comic accurate.
Yeah.
And then also like there are images of comics where he is like he's grabbing Earth and like eating it like an apple, but that's again more of like a metaphor or just like an art that they showed. It's not actually what he's doing.
Mm.
I'm sure there are iterations where he is that, but that's not normally. He's not sitting there like munching down on
Yeah.
and it's like an apple.
But I did love his design, how you can't really pin down. They had this whole when Reed was like researching his matter. they had,
Yeah.
like, this predates everything. we know about
Everything,
the
yeah.
universe. I will never be able to tell you what this is.
yeah.
I was like, wow, that really like puts into perspective what the hell Galactus even is. Like you don't even know.
That's the thing, dude. They did it so well in this movie. Like Galactus was a force that you could not be stopped. Like you can't win against him. And I thought that was so awesome because they were never trying to figure out how do we kill him, how do we beat him. It was how do we escape. And I
Yeah.
love that sense of dread that this movie like really pushed forward. Because we usually don't get that in a lot of Marvel
Yeah.
movies. It's usually, oh, we beat the villain at the end and you'll never see them again.
Speaking of dread, Galactus wanted that baby so
Oh, yeah.
badly. Poor little Franklin, bro. That almost had me. That low-key had me stressing out in the theater when,
Mm.
like, imagine if you have like a kid, and fucking
Galactus.
I will take the child.
I'll
if
take
you
that.
Give me your kid. I'll spare the planet, which is an insane dilemma to be put in.
Yeah.
Would you have given up your child to save the planet?
Hell no.
No, probably not.
Hell
Why
no.
not?
Especially
I don't think the planet deserves to be saved at this point. And honestly, I'd rather like spend my last couple of days with my
Yeah, it's either like I'm dying or you're not getting my child.
yeah.
Like, come on, what are we talking about?
Obviously, I'll try to fight back, and knowing me, I'll be able to defeat Galactus.
Yeah.
I'll defeat.
Oh, I'll give you that
Yeah.
for sure. What you'll do? You'll fucking
I'll
lick his ankle until he
yeah.
trips over. And
Yeah.
falls.
Oh. Well, Sue was like, I thought that one of the best scenes, well, best quotes, I guess, was, I'm not going to sacrifice my child for the world, but I won't sacrifice my world for the child.
The child, yeah.
Mhm.
And I don't know, it was a little complex, but I felt like it was really well said, well thought out, like connecting to the whole city, basically. Because when they come home, Pedro's like, I don't know if we're safe. Like this guy
Yeah.
is freaking. I don't know what I'm gonna
Yeah,
do, but
literally.
we're gonna try and figure it out.
Yeah.
And
And they immediately get hit with like, so why didn't you give them the baby?
Yeah, I actually
Just
really,
thing to say.
I really like that because that's how I feel like the masses would react.
Yeah,
like
yeah, for sure.
everyone would be like probably like. I almost wish they played more into that, showing the masses like maybe trying to break into the Baxter building and stuff.
Yeah.
like steal Franklin to give to Galactus and stuff.
It highlighted the disconnect between like the public they serve
Yeah.
and then their family themselves.
Yeah.
And then it was nice how Sue had that whole speech to be like, no, you guys understand. Like,
I can't give up my.
I
child.
can't give
You
up
would
my
never give
child.
up your
You
child.
would give up
Yeah,
your child. I
Exactly.
can't give up my child.
I really like that, and also like, kind of on that note, like Sue Storm was basically the main character of the Fantastic Four movie.
Oh,
Like I really think she like you obviously always think Mr. Fantastic is Reed Richards, but I think Invisible Woman was actually the main character of this movie. I think she really carried the emotional weight of this movie, and it was actually really, really great the way that they handled it.
Yeah. I
I
think
loved
you go
Oh,
ahead.
go ahead. Ian. I was just gonna say I loved like the like I don't know ongoing battle between her and Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro.
Just kind of I'm just gonna keep saying Pedro, but I don't know. Like it's like he's very neurodivergent, very like analytical, very like
yeah,
by the book. I'm gonna do everything like scientifically, and she's like, but this is literally like our child. Like this is our
Yep.
family. Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna.
yeah. It's a really interesting way of having that dynamic. I love the
Yeah.
scene where he like she notices like, oh,
Yeah.
you're thinking about giving up the
Exactly.
child. He's like, I'm not actually thinking of it. She's like, yeah, but you thought it
But
over
you
in
you
your
thought
head.
about it,
Like
yeah.
you
rolled it out in your
you
brain, like the
connected
way
all
your
the
brain
dots
is.
in your head. And you know how it would work out. And he's like, yeah, but, and it's like that's a really good because like again, like Reed Richards, it would be thinking of every possible outcome, and in his head, the best outcome right now is probably to give up the child. But he's the father part of him is like, I can't be doing that.
No,
like,
yeah, you had to find another solution.
yeah.
Which was teleporting the entire planet. But it
Yeah,
didn't work.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny. I like how it went from how do we do this? Oh, I can do an egg to yeah, let's just
Let's-
teleport the entire planet.
Oh,
And everyone's like, yeah, that okay. I think the most what would it be called? The most unrealistic part of Fantastic Four first steps was the fact that they got everyone to conserve energy on planet.
Oh yeah, they got the whole
Like,
planet to work together.
we can't even get
That is not happening.
we
today.
can't even get people nowadays to like wash their hands or like not cough
Right.
on me if you're sick and stuff. Like you're not getting no one to like every day have a curfew.
We can't even get all of us to go and watch a movie.
Literally, we can't even
Expect
get
anybody
to
to get the whole planet
Yeah.
to work together.
no.
You're telling me Jordan Longo is gonna go more than 2 hours playing PlayStation? Like,
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, impossible.
The amount of people nowadays would be like, that'll save the planet. I don't know. It's double XP weekend.
It's double XP weekend.
Double XP weekend. I got to get in there. You know what they should have done? They should have based this movie during the release period for GTA 6 and see if the human race would turn off their electricity.
Oh,
Galactus is killing everyone.
we're losing.
I'm dead. Big dead.
But it also, I did see someone kind of point it out, but someone did have a good analysis of that. Was like, this is in the 1960s, and like people don't have the media that we have nowadays, and a lot of the propaganda and a lot of like the brainwashing that's happening in nowadays. So back then, like maybe you could get a majority of
Makes
people
sense.
to like, I don't know, that might be pushing it, but I also don't really care. That was more of a joke thing.
You could. There was less individuality back
Yeah,
then.
yeah, exactly. Everyone actually wanted to help each other. Which, speaking of the 1960s, how did you guys like the 1960s vibe in the new?
I
Fantastic
didn't even know we're in the 1960s.
Right.
Because like they had like fantastic cars and everything was kind
it's
of
retro future. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's,
that
it's
kind of-
retro, but it's future. I really like the
like
vibe.
the aesthetic. Yeah, I really like the aesthetic.
Yeah,
I like the.
I thought it was really
colors.
cool.
Like, I don't know. It's just like
Yeah, I have nothing
interesting
bad to say
time.
about it.
Yeah, it really makes it stand out from all the other MCU movies. Like it's like if you were to show me a screenshot from a bunch of different Marvel movies, I could probably pinpoint this movie so easily because it has such a unique style to it and feel. I think they did it really well, and I hope we get to see more of it. I think it was really cool because again, if you set this Fantastic Four in the universe of our normal MCU, you couldn't do that. You couldn't have a 1960 retro future because that didn't happen for us. So it's really cool that
No.
they kind of got to do this one-off story that will now connect more, but you got this story that could survive on its own. Really cool.
So that you know that teaser video? What it was after Thunderbolts, right? Where they showed
Yes.
Fantastic Car going through the portal. Do you think that happened like way after this current movie?
Yeah. So how do you guys think that the Thunderbolts after credit scene connects to the Fantastic
I
Four
mean,
movie?
considering this happened in 1960s, I would imply that they're traveling through time in some way
Yeah.
to deal with Doom and his bullshit.
Yeah. So obviously, when we first watched Thunderbolts, I think, and a lot of people figured that Galactus would win in this movie, and they would have to leave their timeline to go to our timeline.
Mhm.
That didn't happen. So now my theory is, and I said this when we saw Thunderbolts, I said this: we never saw who was in the spaceship. We just saw the Fantastic Four spaceship. We never saw who was in it. We never said it was Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four. What if it's Doctor Doom coming over with Franklin?
Mm. But yeah, I don't know.
Right? I mean, because we don't.
Mindfuck. What would they do? What would they do with that?
Well, the whole thing is like Secret Wars comic book storyline at a very basis is like Doctor Doom just gets an almighty god power basically with I think Franklin is like a big part of that. And he basically, I don't remember exactly why, but he forces all the different multiverses of heroes to fight in a battleground. So maybe he is either trying to get away from the Fantastic Four because he has Franklin, or maybe he's going to our Earth because there's some power there or something there that he's going to use to then kind of create his universe, his world where he's God. That's my assumption. I don't think it's either that or it's the other way around, where in that spaceship is the Fantastic Four because they're getting away from Doctor Doom.
That'd be my guess, because Marvel is kind of their plot progression is kind of simple right now. So I don't know if they'll do something as involved as that. Yeah,
I don't
So
know. Yeah.
I have a question. Would it? Because obviously, you said it's taking place in the '60s, and then the Thunderbolts is like current day essentially. So like, would traveling to a different Earth, like, is it different timelines? Like, could it just be like they go to Thunderbolts Earth or whatever, and it's 2025? Like,
That's how that's how I would assume it would be. Is like, all right, so you have 1960s Earth here, and you have our Thunderbolts Earth here, and even though this is 1960, this is 2025. With their spaceship traveling, interdimensional traveling, they would still go here. It wouldn't be like now they're fucking 100 years old or anything like that. Like I think they would just pop over there.
it's also similar to like what happened in this movie, because when they were in space and they went in that black hole,
and he said, he said
it was a similar situation.
Yes, exactly. And that's the thing is like they even said like, oh, interdimensional travel, and when they're going through the hyperspace, like he's like, just bring us out of anywhere, and they're like, well, we don't know where it'll be. Like, so like that's definitely gonna how they end up accidentally or purposefully getting to the other universe.
Could it potentially be? This is a shot in the dark, quite literally. Could it, because they were getting the little alerts on their like wristband or whatever it is, and then the movie ends with them flying away. Could it be that they have like some sense that Sentry is like he has this evil half from Thunderbolts, and that's like the alert, and they have to like go to that Earth to check that out because they sense that like he's not as good as the Thunderbolts think he is.
I don't know. I don't know if they have that, if they put a basis of that technology in the 19 to have an alert, because they don't even technically know that there's another universe out there. They just like, I guess, have multidimensional travel. I don't know. I don't know if that's it. I would feel like if anything, it could also be like the Fantastic Four going to another dimension to warn them about Galactus or something. But I don't know if Sentry is the reason they're going there.
I don't think Galactus is going to return.
I hope Galactus returns.
That'd be cool. It'd be cool if he did, but I don't. I feel like there's not, the way they portrayed him, there's not much else they can do. Like he's just gonna try to destroy a planet and eat it for his own purpose. So
unless he gets the power with Franklin or something.
Unless they do that.
Which, real quick, let's talk about Franklin. So Franklin. Yeah, so in the comics, Franklin is like possibly like one of the most, if not the most OP character in Marvel Comics. Like he is like a god. I think they call him an Omega level mutant. And basically that's like the mutants who are like so extremely powerful they could probably like destroy the universe. I think Wanda, Scarlet Witch, is one of them. And I know Franklin is. So I think it was pretty interesting how they kind of started to show off his powers and everything and whatnot, and what that can really push forward. Like obviously Doom wants his powers for some reason, which we'll talk about the post-credit scene in a little bit, but and then Galactus obviously wants his powers and whatnot. I thought that was really sick. Like the fact that Galactus immediately was like, yeah, I want that baby.
Galactic is a cosmic pedophile, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well, I don't know.
But yeah, no, I thought that was really cool. I didn't love the fake out death of Sue Storm at the end. I knew like she wasn't gonna die, but it was like so obvious she wasn't gonna die. I was like, oh come on, just like.
I don't think that was a good portrayal of Franklin's baby powers.
Yeah,
because that's just he really just brought her to life, but that didn't showcase what why Galactus. I feel like that wasn't enough to show that
Yeah.
Galactus.
I think it was more of like the world building of Galactus is telling us this cosmic entity, which I believe also with Galactus, they I think he's like called the cosmic entity or something like that, where I think they said that there's only one Galactus in all the dimensions, and that's him or something like that, which is sick. But I think the fact that like Galactus is like, yo, I need this baby, like that just shows how powerful it is.
baby.
But yeah, Franklin, I think the problem with it now is like, how are they gonna balance Franklin's power to fucking revive people? Because now anyone could die and they'll just bring them back to life
They'll
with
just
Franklin.
throw the baby at him,
Yeah.
and then they'll bring him.
Yeah, literally just fucking toss Franklin.
That's a good point.
Well,
Maybe-
then they probably won't have him do that.
Yeah, hopefully not. But then it's like, why isn't he doing it?
Yeah.
Now that they've shown he can do it, why doesn't he
Right.
do that for everything and everyone?
Or maybe like he tries and it's like a family thing, like he can only revive those within the family. Like it was obviously
be.
his mom, so they could set it up.
Well,
like
Doom
that.
has him. Doom has him now, so that's kind of a
Yeah.
law now. Doom's not gonna let him revive people.
Yeah.
All right, what were your thoughts on the post-credit scene for Fantastic Four for Stubs?
Doom! What up, Doom?
Oh,
what
that's
up,
gotta
Doom?
I didn't even see that back there.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
I
yeah.
saw. Oh, go ahead, Tyler.
Yeah, no. Doom, baby.
Why do you have his? Why do you have it right on his? Okay, whatever.
Bro, you don't need to be asking those questions, dude. You don't need to be asking those
You
questions.
got to raise that mic up. Oh, there you go. No, that's good.
Yeah, put him in a nice. All right.
Oh,
Jory's just ruining
Oh,
everything.
jeez, he's stuck.
Oh.
well, you had the mic like on his crotch.
What, you don't like that?
Oh, you don't want that?
I mean, is that how he talks? I don't know.
Well, I'm not
I mean,
making him.
his face is all messed up, so he's got to talk out of
Yeah.
it. Right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What did you think?
I honestly am so excited that we're getting Doom. I thought it was a really cool post-credit scene. It definitely set up the future of the MCU. But I wish we got a little bit more, just because, you know, I think there's only two
Well, they
more-
couldn't give us. They know they couldn't give us any.
Yeah,
It's Doom, dude. You can't give us any more.
I know. But I'm so hyped, dude.
Yeah, that was
Doctor Doom.
that was enough
Let's go.
hype, dude. Doctor Doom has your baby. What are you gonna do?
Not even that. He has the most powerful being in all the universes. What are you gonna do? Oh, did you guys? Well, Jory, what did you think of the post credit?
I loved it. Very exciting. But I also saw today on my timeline that I was a year ago today where they revealed that Robert Downey Jr. was going to be playing Doctor Doom. So I thought that was
Was it-
interesting.
Really?
Well, then, so this was our first exposure to him in the
Yes.
film.
Yeah, this is the first time Doctor Doom has shown up. Which I don't know if you guys noticed, but they were hinting at Doctor Doom throughout the entire movie. The Future Foundation, you know, where they bring all the countries together. They kept showing Latveria, the country, and no representative was there. And Latveria is Doctor Doom's country that he rules.
I was wondering what that
Oh.
was about. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, those seats are empty.
Yeah, they kept showing that because Doctor Doom, that's his country.
Interesting.
So they
you
kept
know?
they kept like showing that, and I remember I saw Latveria, I immediately turned to Spencer. I was like, Doctor Doom exists in this universe. That's Latveria. That's him. That's sick. And showing the fact that he's not willing to be a part of the whole country or the whole world's, you know, foundation, just shows that this guy's got some plans.
Oh, gosh.
Oh yeah,
Doctor Doom.
dude, I can't even imagine. There's a scene in the comics with Secret Wars where his name is God Emperor Doom, I think. And he goes up to Thanos, and Thanos is just like talking mad shit to him. And Doctor Doom just punches into his stomach, grabs his spine, and rips his spine and skull out.
Jeez.
Bro, if they did something like that,
That's what I was saying. Imagine that power scaling. It starts out, we see Thanos, one of the strongest people we've seen in Marvel, and Doctor Doom just rips his spine out. Oh,
that'd be so disrespectful.
that'd be great.
That would be so disrespectful to the Thanos legacy, dude.
It'd be great. I hope they do that. I hope they do that.
Yeah, like, wow.
What did you guys think of this iteration of the Silver Surfer?
Shalaba.
I really like the relationship between her and Johnny.
Johnny.
Thought
I thought that was
great.
really good.
Yeah, it gave him a lot of value in the like a genuine role he
Yeah.
had in the on the team.
I know you said Sue was like the main character, and I agree with that, Tyler. But I think Johnny was probably my favorite.
Yeah. So in my first preview review reaction, I said one of my big pros of the movie was Johnny and Sue were the top tier, I think, characters from the Fantastic Four. I think they really carried a lot of the emotional weight and everything. And it's great because Johnny Storm is usually like the knucklehead, hothead, not really smart guy. And I like the fact that he still has those tendencies, but he also had like he's smart. Like, why would you bring a dumbass into space? Like, he's an astronaut. Like, he's a smart guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the moment where he's like talking about Silver Surfer, and he's like, "Well, I love aliens, or I love space, and I love girls."
That's all in one.
And that's yeah. And I was like, yeah, I don't blame you.
He's not wrong.
I don't
Is
blame
the
you.
Surfboard attached.
Is a surfboard attached? Yeah. So I think Fantastic Four First Steps did humor a lot better than Superman.
Oh,
Like I think they handled the humor a lot better because they actually let emotional moments play out. And even when they did interject humor into an emotional moment, it was like a very quick thing. Like they didn't stop the entire scene and have a humor moment. Like it felt like that where Johnny sees the Silver Surfer has gotten knocked off her board. And he goes, "Not attached."
Yeah,
And then get up and start running.
Like
Yeah.
natural. Whereas like the way they did it in Superman, it was like, all right, pause. Okay, now this
Joke.
is gonna be the joke scene.
Yep.
Like some
A
shit.
joke.
Like that.
Okay, now we're gonna go back into drawing.
And they immediately cut to
Yeah.
drama like it.
Yeah, this was like it felt natural, and I think that's also because of the characters. Like you don't really see Reed cracking jokes because that's just not what Reed would be doing.
Yeah.
You see Johnny cracking jokes, you see Thing cracking jokes.
Like one of my favorite scenes was towards the end of the movie when they were trying to fit the baby carriage.
Yeah.
Fantastic car.
Yeah.
I thought that was so naturally funny and such
Yes.
a cool indication of the family dynamic.
Exactly.
It was so fun.
Like that's such a great showing of the family of
Yeah.
actually like they actually felt like a family, like they've been together. And although I kind of wish we got a little bit more of Johnny and Thing butting heads, because they always butt heads in the comics and movies, I think they had enough of that here. But it just felt really good. They all felt like I like where they even like say their family and they're like, well, actually, like I'm only married to that one, and then that's her brother. So technically he's kind of family. Like they look at each other as family. And then I mean, Thing is literally not related to any of them. He's just their best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really like that.
No, it was.
I didn't like Reed Richards as much in this movie because it was more like his brains, a lot more of his brains,
Than his power.
very little of his powers, extremely little, to the point where it was like
Yeah.
in the comics he would have had Galactus wrapped all the way up.
Yeah.
He got stretched maybe like this much.
He was getting stretched.
He got a little stretched, but that was basically nothing. That
Yeah.
reminded me of like Mr. Incredibles when he was getting stretched in that Incredible movie.
Yeah.
That was basically the same amount of tension that he
Yeah.
got put under. But like he's goofy, stretchy ass.
He's Luffy.
He's literally Luffy.
Yeah.
And
I
have some
I
strength.
agree, but also like one of the main things about Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, is his power is also his brain.
Yeah, he's the smartest.
So I did like the fact that they really showed his brain power, like how smart he is, but I do wish we got more stretchy scenes with him. But maybe like the CGI just was going to look too wonky, so they stayed away from it. Maybe that's why. I don't know.
I mean,
wasted opportunity.
I like in comparison to Superman, I like how they showcase how they're gonna actually evacuate an entire city and
Yeah,
just like,
even if it's stupid, like it still makes sense. Like, oh, we're gonna bring him down. Like, okay, you just again, no way you can get an entire city to go underground within like half a day.
Yeah, because there's so many factors at play when you have a world destroying.
Yeah, exactly.
Force.
But it's still like you said, like there's no way that they could have evacuated everyone in Superman, but they pretend like they did. I don't know. They're just interesting.
Mhm.
But real quick, back onto Silver Surfer and in turn Galactus. One of my problems with the Fantastic Four movie is the fact that we didn't get enough Silver Surfer. It kind of felt like they started to actually make her a deeper character. They showed her like origin a little bit. They showed her like deep personal messaging or her deeper personal like characteristics. And that was kind of it. They didn't go any deeper. And then she kind of just disappears. And I didn't really feel like her hitting Galactus into the portal felt as earned as they wanted it to feel.
Yeah. I didn't even know. I didn't realize they were gonna do that too. I was like, oh, Sue's gonna push her through.
Yeah.
Or Johnny was like about to do it himself.
Yeah.
which I
Yeah,
thought
true.
was-
That was a cool moment for Johnny.
Yeah.
But I like I understand the build up. Like I understand that like she starts to remember her own world and she starts to think about the other people, other worlds she's done, and seeing Franklin. And then the start of that is when Galactus is like, "I want that child," and she's like, "But it's just a child." And he's like, "You do it," and he like chokes her, and like that kind of starts that sows that distrust between the two of them. And then obviously Johnny somehow deciphering an entire language and
from one phrase.
from one phrase. I guess that's how smart he is. And then using that to show Silver Surfer like all the messages, and then she kind of snapped. But then we don't see anything else. Like I almost wish Silver Surfer was just like a fifth member of the family in a way. Not that she's actually a part of the group, but I wish she was in the movie so much that she's the fifth main character. But now, like she was good. I really liked her. I just wanted more.
Mhm.
I herald his beginning.
I herald
your end.
I herald.
herald Galactus.
It's such a fire.
That was pretty hard.
So
That
fire.
was tough.
Um.
I thought she could have been a little more shiny.
Oh my god.
That's a personal grip I have.
More shiny.
I thought she could have been a little more lustrous, a little more reflective.
I think she was
You could
pretty
see
fucking reflective.
She looked
Johnny could
like-
see his reflecting when they went up to space.
How much more shiny can you get?
She should have been sterling silver. Instead, she was about like, she should have been like 0.999 luster silver. She was about point like 9.
Amos just wants her to be air.
No, I wanted to be silver. I wanted to be the Silver Surfer.
What was she?
gotta be
What
shiny.
would you say she was now?
He was like the Steel Surfer.
the
Steel
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Valid, I guess. Don't agree, but but valid.
Hmm?
What do you guys think about how they beat Galactus?
I still can't believe they did it.
Yeah. It's
It's kinda crazy.
yeah. It's interesting. I like and don't like it. I don't like the fact that like this cosmic being that is stronger than dimensions eats planets, gets kind of beat or controlled by Invisible Woman. Like I didn't like it when I was watching it. I was like, why is she so powerful like to push him back? But
Yeah.
then I started thinking about it overnight and I was like, wait a second. She legitimately had to use all of her life force. She died to push Galactus back maybe what 20, 30 feet.
Yeah.
Like she literally died just pushing him back, and it didn't even work. He climbed out of the portal, and it was Silver Surfer that eventually helped. So when I started to think of it that way, and also think about the fact that like she's literally using all of her life force and the Mama Bear powers because Galactus has got Franklin to push him back like 30 feet, and that's all they could do to him. I was like, okay, you know what? I kind of like that. Like that's kind of cool. I don't know if I don't feel like the Silver Surfer part was earned. But I kind of like the fact when you think about it, like they legitimately couldn't even scratch Galactus.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
he
and-
damn near threw the thing into space.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just tossed him straight to the stars.
Straight to this. That was sick.
Yeah, it felt like she was doing like all the heavy lifting. Like you said, Amos, like Mr. Fantastic essentially did nothing.
Yeah,
You got
just
Franklin.
did, all he
Superpower
did
wise
was
the whole
parkour.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
superpower wise, all he did was parkour and then rescue his
Yeah.
done.
Like I remember in the OG ones where he like becomes the slide for the water
Yeah.
hydrant because
When he tied the whole windmill to
Yeah.
the Ferris wheel.
very cool uses of the power, but yeah, not as much in this one. I think in this one they really focused more on the brain part.
Yeah,
which is
for
cool, I
sure.
guess. But I hope we get more stretchy.
I always appreciate scientific explanations for indescribable phenomena that they tried to
Yeah.
bring into existence
Yep.
in cinematic universes. It's very interesting.
Yeah. I also kind of like the fact, and obviously this kind of happens in most family superhero movies, but mostly in Fantastic Four is like when they are trying to beat Galactus, like, yeah, Sue, Invisible Woman is really doing all the heavy lifting, but they're all kind of adding, like, obviously Reed is doing the least amount of everyone and is just parkouring. And I guess he grabs Franklin, so that was important. And then you got the thing breaking down the buildings that Galactus is grabbing onto,
Yeah.
and Johnny is trying to blind Galactus. So I thought that was cool that they all have to work together. to try to beat him. I wish it was more working together though to push him back. Like I wish like Thing is like I don't know, punching his legs or pushing him back, and
Yeah.
Johnny's just continually ramming him, and Mr. Fantastic is trying to like wrap around his legs to trip him or something.
Yeah, they I figured they would have done something more like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
that would more be in tune with them being the team.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four team.
Exactly. But I did like that.
They probably just wanted to kill Invisible Woman just to showcase.
Show Franklin's power.
Power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I know is if we were the Fantastic Four, I would be Franklin.
Right.
You'd be
I would be Franklin.
okay.
Jory is definitely the Thing.
Wow. I don't know. I feel like I'm Johnny. I'm like a hopeless romantic. I have no riz.
Johnny's got Riz. What are you talking about?
I'm definitely Reed Richards because I get to have Sue Storm.
Oh, all
I
right.
get to be the smartest man alive.
And then Spencer is Sue Storm.
No, Spencer is Herbie.
oh jeez,
Herbie.
Spencer's Herbie.
No, Trey's Herbie.
Trace Herbie. Yeah.
Herbie was honestly a standout character in the movie.
Herbie
I loved Herbie. I loved how they would pet him and like scratch his head. I'm like, dude,
No, I
so
loved
good.
I loved when he sees like Galactus in the window of like, you know, their building, and then he like locks the doors, and then he
Oh yeah,
breaks through with his hand.
yeah.
Like
You know, if Herbie could talk, he'd be like, "Oh, we're safe." And
yeah,
then-
literally.
It's like this how to do it.
yeah, this has got to do it. Yeah, what up, Herbie? Yeah, Herbie was great. What was your favorite scene in the Fantastic Four movie?
I already told you mine
Ooh.
when they were trying to put the carriage in the Fantastic.
That was a great one. Yeah,
I don't know.
I know mine. Mine, and it's almost like the entire like second third of the movie, but from when they go into space till they get home is some of the greatest that the MCU has ever shown.
Oh, the space chase scene when they were trying to get out of the black hole. That was really
so
that was
good.
so stressful. And she was giving birth the whole time.
dude,
That was actually crazy.
from when they met Galactus and until they got home and they fought in that black hole, I was sitting there like, dude, this is peak. Like, this is so cool. They're literally like having a space chase scene at the edge of a black hole with the Silver Surfer while
Light speed.
Sue is giving birth in there to one of the most powerful metahuman mutants of all time. And they're running out of like juice. I'm like, dude, oh, the tension was so great in that. And the fact that Silver Surfer is literally going as fast as speed of light.
Yeah.
They're like, and dude, oh my God, wait. Also, they call her Silver Surfer and she's legitimately surfing on the black hole. I was like, dude, this is so cool.
Oh, surfer, dude.
I was like, dude, what? That was so much aura farming. It was great. And then obviously when they first met Galactus, I thought that was an amazing scene.
that was a good intro.
Seeing this gigantic being of cosmic greatness. It's awesome. It's awesome. Jory?
I feel like it has to be something between Johnny and Silver Surfer. Like either when like she takes him, or I guess he kind of lures her to like Times Square and is playing all the audio that he was like, you know, working on, or like just their conversation of like, take me instead of the child, like, and then it's like basically, oh, it's not your sacrifice to make. I feel like it was just really emotional. I love those scenes.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
good.
I did actually love the scene also where Shalabad, Silver Surfer, and Human Torch are like talking in the sky after he shows her all the messages. Like that whole scene was also really great. It was just really, really well done. It's not perfect, but it was just really well done. It just felt like they put a lot of heart and soul into it. My big problem comes with the second half where I feel like it becomes more of a generic MCU movie. Oh, they somehow have a world-ending thing, Galactus, okay, cool, and they somehow evacuate the entire city so there's no collateral damage, okay, and then
because they're heroes.
yeah, that's where it kind of becomes
Heroes.
I wish Galactus won. I wanted him to eat the planet.
That's crazy.
I wish we got to see more Galactus though, like destroying other planets, maybe on his way to Earth or something.
Well, he
That would have
did.
been cool. But we saw the
I guess we
one.
didn't see any.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want to eat like Jupiter or nothing. He was like,
Yeah.
I want to go to Earth.
Yeah.
It's too gassy.
Oh yeah, too gassy. Yeah,
You would have had a tummy ache after that.
yeah.
So are there like, is there any other Marvel movies outside of Spider-Man that come out between this one and
Doomsday. The next two movies are the new Spider-Man movie and then Doomsday, which is why
thought the next Black Panther was coming out.
I don't think so. Probably
So
after
this is all we
Doomsday.
get?
That's what I'm saying. Is like I wish we got more Doom.
There should be some more. There should
Yeah.
be some more coming. It can't just be
Honestly,
because it was
We're
what
going
was
straight-
phase 2. What was all of phase 2 so far?
Well, phase like
Because it started
7.
with what do you mean phase? Like leading up to the next Avengers.
Yeah, so I guess technically
It's like Shang-Chi.
yeah, Shang-Chi, the new Captain America one.
Captain America.
There's all the TV
All
shows
the
too.
Ant-Man's.
Ant-Man, fucking Quantum Dick,
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts, this, the Marvels,
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
And
I'm not complaining though. I don't really. I would rather have less and more. Like
Yeah.
I don't need to see 10 different movies just to make sure
Yeah.
that I know what's going on. And
I agree, and I think that it's like they said they want to focus on quality over quantity, which is like why would
that's
you?
hilarious.
Yeah.
Did we not see Brave New World?
Yeah, no, my God,
Quality
yeah.
my ass.
Yeah. They need to work on that a little better. But I just wish we got more Doom to the build of Doomsday. I'm really hoping Doom really like. I really hope he works in Doomsday. What do you guys? Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited for Robert Downey Jr. to be Doctor Doom?
No. I thought we were done with him.
Yeah.
They could have picked another actor. I mean, I know the thing is I know he's gonna do a good job.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm just gonna be like he should be Iron Man.
Yeah.
Because that's all like that's been his biggest ever role. That's been his main, most iconic. That's been him. He embodied it better than anybody ever would have. And now he's just like, oh, okay, he's doomed now.
Yeah.
They could have had other people.
I'm a little indifferent. I feel like you said, like he's obviously a tremendous actor and is familiar with this franchise. So like, I feel like he's gonna put on a great performance. It would have been nice to like give somebody else an opportunity to showcase what they can do in this
That's what
role,
I'm
but
saying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It kind of feels like a cash grab, and I know that there is the Doctor Doom in the comics, or it's called Infamous Iron Man, where it's Tony Stark becomes Doctor Doom. But like, even if that's the route they're going, I wish they didn't go that route. I want Victor Von Doom. I want real OG Doctor Doom. And so, like, either you're gonna have it where people are gonna realize that he looks like Tony Stark, but he's not Tony Stark, which is like, okay, then why would you hire Robert Downey Jr. unless you just wanted it for cash grab? Or in universe, it is Iron Man or a variant of Iron Man or a variant of Tony Stark who becomes
I don't think they
him.
should do that though, because they killed him way too cinematically at the end of to bring him back.
I just want it to be Victor Von Doom. I don't want it to be Tony Stark is actually Iron Man in this new universe. Tony Stark actually becomes Doctor Doom and not Iron Man. I just want Victor Von Doom. I
think that's too deep in the comics for them to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. He's like you guys said, he's a great actor. He just isn't choice 1 through 50 for me. Like there's like Cillian Murphy would have been great as Victor Von Doom, as Doctor Doom. I think Cillian Murphy would have been a great pick.
I would have just preferred somebody new.
Yeah, that would have been great too.
The only other thing I can think of where I worked was Josh Brolin playing Thanos and Cable.
Yeah, but Cable wasn't in the same universe
not the same
as
But that also worked from a design standpoint too, because Thanos was like this whole different
CGI.
CGI thing.
Yeah, so you're not really seeing the face; you're just hearing the voice.
And then they even directly made the joke about that in Deadpool because of the dialogue of that movie. So
yeah,
that did work there.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, and here's the other thing. I saw a theory that someone was saying was that Doctor Doom, when he's seeing Franklin, he has the mask off and Franklin's reaching to his face, and like Doctor Doom's face is all disfigured in the comics and stuff. So maybe he gets Franklin to heal his face, and that's why he doesn't wear the mask anymore. And we're gonna see Robert Downey Jr.'s face the entire time. And I'm like, no, if it's Doctor Doom, I want him to wear the mask. That's the problem, is when you're shoving in probably one of the hottest actors of all time. Oh, sorry, not hot. I mean, like one of the most popular actors of all time.
Or hottest.
Yeah, I guess hottest too. to each their own. But when you're shoving in one of the biggest A-list actors of all time into a role that is primarily supposed to be not showing his face, I just know they're gonna find ways to show his face.
But that's just Hollywood.
Yeah, kind of annoying. But I want my boy Doctor Doom to have the mask.
Bro, instead of Doctor Doom, they should just have MF Doom.
MF Doom.
Well, hey, if it's Pedro Pascal, he's gonna make sure everyone's wearing a mask. You know what I mean, Tyler?
Oh yeah,
I don't think you got that joke, did you?
I got the joke. Eddington.
Oh,
Okay.
I got the joke. It was just a bad joke. It was
Shout out the Eddington Pod. Go watch.
yeah.
all right.
But yeah, I'm trying to think if the music was also really good.
I
in
wasn't
this
paying
one.
attention
Okay.
to the music.
I thought the music was really good. Definitely one of the better scores for Marvel.
Yeah, I feel like whenever it's like a superhero movie, I don't always focus in on the score.
Yeah, there were only a couple moments where I noticed it, but usually it is kind of like a background piece versus in like Sinners or 28 Years Later. I'm sitting there like, I'm going to go immediately listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
But yeah, I overthought it was pretty cool. It was cool seeing Mole Man. That was kind of cool.
Fucking Mole Man.
Mole Man.
I didn't know that guy existed.
What up, Mole Man? Nah, you know, because Marvel Snap.
I just found out about it like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Mole Man was in that game.
Which, Jory, Mole Man's power is that he banishes the top card of your deck and makes 2 rocks in your hand at the same with the power of the cost
Bro,
of banish.
shut up. Talk about
Oh
Marvel
my
Snap
gosh.
right now.
I think. Actually, no. That guy's not in the Bear, is he? Yvonne Moss
yeah.
Rock is, but I feel like that other actor is from something else. But
Yeah.
On a related / unrelated note, the studio that worked on the animated Spider-Man movies,
Mhm.
they did that movie Demon K-pop Hunters, the K-pop Demon Hunters,
Mhm.
which also I thought was a good standalone movie. But do you think that movie was worth putting the new Spider-Man movie on
In
hold
delay.
to finish
Yeah.
that movie and put it out?
I have a feeling that they didn't specifically delay Spider-Verse because they wanted to do K-pop Demon Hunters. I have a feeling that there's more behind the scenes and they were going to delay it anyway. And they were like, okay, we'll focus on K-pop now. Like mostly with Shamik Mill, right? That's his name.
Whatever.
Make more
Shamik Moore
and
and-
Haley Steinfeld
and Haley Steinfeld, like all their
Yeah,
greatness.
it's unfortunate.
Yeah, 2027. I'm going to forget the entire Spider-Verse by then.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. And they left it on a cliffhanger.
When did that come out? When did that
It's a
come
wild
out?
cliffhanger too.
When
It
did
was
that come out?
2023, right?
Yeah,
2023.
yeah, it was the summer
pretty
after.
sure.
We're gonna get almost
Aggressive.
5 years in between each movie. I'm gonna look it up.
Can't be as long as Avatar, am I right?
Hey.
Oh, you didn't have to wait.
Shots fired.
You didn't. 2023.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah, yeah. Can't be as long as.
As long as they stretched out Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But real quick, what did you guys think last kind of bit of the themes and like kind of messaging of Fantastic Four First Steps? The themes of family and sacrifice and community. Did you like that? How they handled it?
I love my family.
No, I loved it. I recently became an uncle within the last year. So there's a little I feel like it just hit home a little bit harder than I don't know if I would sacrifice myself and become like enslaved by Galactus for my niece, but I
Really?
also
That's pretty
don't
fucked
have,
up.
like a cosmic ability to become a flame and fly around, so I can't really say. But no, I thought they did a great job. Like I said, that was like the first thing I said. I just love the whole themes of like family and sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like you said, community, and I don't know.
Again, it really just shows like the entire community is there for each other. Even the Thing, which is very different than what we normally see. Like when he's out in the streets, people aren't scared of him. They like look at him, they love him. Like usually in a lot of iterations, people are terrified of him for years, years, years. And it's cool that he feels like a part of the community and everything, and people like seeing him. Yeah, I thought he did it really well. I really liked how they showed. It made you really think about like what would you do for your family? How far would you go for your own family and the people around you?
Yeah.
And a big question I have from the new Fantastic Four movie is if the Thing grows a beard, he's got to shave down his pubes, right? Like he's got rock
Oh,
pubes,
God.
right?
he's got a rock bush down there, dog.
A boulder. He's got a boulder.
Bro, he has no choice. He has no
Crazy.
choice. When he eventually gets with that teacher, he's got to clean it up.
Oh
Or
my-
else it's gonna be some bullshit.
I know you were thinking about that, Jory, and you texted me when you were watching it, and you were like,
Oh, yeah?
"Hey, my main question from the movie is, does the Thing grow hair everywhere? He's got ass hair.
Bro,
Should have
does the
used
thing shit?
Manscaped.
Yeah, did he shit or piss, Jory?
If he pisses it,
Why are you asking me? Why are you asking me?
bro, we just gotta know the
I
anatomy.
need the anatomy. Yeah,
I mean,
Like,
it's
he
really
eats.
important.
yeah.
No, we gotta get to the bottom of this immediately.
You know,
No,
Look
but
it up.
genuinely, I like the Thing because he's like a homebody and like really, like you said, personable and like goes around and it's friendly and all of that. So I felt like that was a really cool depiction. That's what I was saying, man. I thought every character in this movie was like depicted really well. Obviously,
yeah,
I don't know the history of like all the comic books and what they're like supposed to be, I guess, but like Reed Richards showing off his big brain in every possible scene, it felt like was great. And then like the matronly, like, I don't know, abilities, I guess, of Sue, and then Johnny being like teetering between like a hothead, but not really like so much in this one, just kind of like not really arrogant. I don't know what the right word would be, but just
He's like bombastic, I would say.
yeah, yeah,
Instead of like a cocky
yeah.
dickhead like he was in previous movies.
So I felt like they
Yeah.
nailed all the characters, which is cool.
I agree. And that's the thing is like one of my main critiques is I just needed more of some of them, and it wasn't because they were bad. It was because I actually really enjoyed what they were doing. It was that I needed more of them because I just want more. I want more Silver Surfer. I want more Thing. I want more Galactus.
He wants some more of that thing.
I want more of that thing.
Oh, it was a
Um,
short movie though. It was only as
yeah, I think it was a little too short. I think it needs to be a little bit longer, which is crazy to say. Just
a little bit.
just to like really flesh out some scenes because it moves at a breakneck pace. Mostly in the beginning, those first like 5 minutes like catch you up on like so much history. So
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, overall really
you know
good.
the story. They
Yeah,
went to
and-
space. They come
Yeah.
back, and then
exactly.
all right.
Big question: what do you like better, Superman or Fantastic Four: First Steps?
I think before we filmed this, I said Superman. I think I'm gonna have to change my answer,
Mm,
and I'm gonna have to raise my rating to an 8 out of 10.
nice. Yeah.
Wow.
So you're picking
Do you like-
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I also agree. I say Fantastic Four: First Steps is better than Superman. Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought, yeah, it was just better.
Yeah, I agree. I think Fantastic Four was better than Superman. I think they're close, but I think the problem with Superman, like my problems with it, just weigh it down a little bit more than what Fantastic Four had.
I always thought Superman was a hard character to portray,
Yeah.
like well in film,
Yeah,
because he's too simple, he's too overpowered, and it's just tough to
Yeah.
do that in a very like well-driven story.
exactly. You didn't ask, but that was our review of Fantastic Four: First Steps. Really, really good MCU movie. Real quick, what is your favorite MCU movie of all time?
My favorite MCU movie of all time is Infinity War when Thanos wins, because Thanos is that.
Wow. Thor Ragnarok or Black Panther, probably.
Black Panther's.
I would say if technically Toby's movies are in the MCU, I would say Spider-Man 1, but I'm not going to put that there. I would say probably Infinity War. Yeah, Infinity War might be my favorite MCU movie. You didn't ask, but that's a review of Fantastic Four: First Steps. We'll see you in the next one.